Hello, my name's Tuấn, and I will be your examiner today. Okay? Yes. Now, what is your full name? My name's IELTS.EZ. Can I see your ID, please? Yep. Here's my passport. Where are you from? I'm from Hanoi, Vietnam. Do you work or study? I am a student at Life University at the moment. What do you do for a job? Well, I work as a part-time security guard for a nightclub. Do you find your work easy, and why? Well, both yes and no. Sometimes it's quite easy because, you just need to stand in front of the door and look tough to scare people. But some other time, you really need to pay close attention to what people are doing and prevent bad things from happening. When you change your job in the future, why? Yeah, definitely. So security guard is not considered a decent job in my country, and it is also quite dangerous at times. I only do it at the moment because it helps me cover the expenses. What do you do at weekends? Why? Well, during daytime, I always visit various English clubs and groups around Hanoi to practice and improve my English as much as I can. Then I come home to take a nap for about 3 to 4 hours to prepare to work for the whole night at the club. What did you do last weekend? Why? Well, last weekend was one of my very few days off, fortunately. So I took the opportunity to pay a visit to my grandparents who live really far away from Hanoi. Around 3 hours of driving to be exact. It was such a long time I had not seen them, and I miss them so much. Do you prefer to plan weekends ahead? And why? Not really, to be honest. I'm just not an organized person, and I simply enjoy an adventurous and unpredictable life. What kind of TV programs do you watch in general? Why? Well, nowadays I don't really have much time to watch TV anymore, but in the past I used to watch a lot of scientific programs. I'm really curious about how things are produced and their mechanisms as well. So I always watched channels like Discovery Channel or National Geographic. What TV shows do you expect to see more in the future? Why? Well, I think nowadays there are too much entertainment on TV, from music videos to films and meaningless video clips. And I think it will have negative impacts on our youngsters. I really look forward to seeing more educational programs. Do you think children will watch more TV programs in the future? No, I don't think so. I am sure that they spent most of their time on the computer or laptop screen instead. It is an obvious trend everywhere. Okay. Now I give you a cue card. The topic on there, you describe a colorful place that you visited recently. Please say what is it place? Where and when was it? Why did you go there? We're talking about colourful places. I would love to introduce you to a really famous festival in Sydney that I've just been to lately. It is called Vivid Sydney, and it only started last week or so. Well, during winter time, Sydney receives much less tourists because of the cold weather. So I think they organised this really, really lovely festival to regain millions of tourists to the city. Well, what they do is employ the most creative minds to produce mesmerizing pieces of art that kind of hypnotize the audience, including me. They are moving pictures of beautiful flowers, people, or other 3D objects of all shapes and sizes that really transform the buildings into giant masterpieces of art. Not only were the people amazed by the grand scale of the project, which made use of almost all buildings in the central business district, but they were also fascinated by the creativity of the maker. I felt so incredible when I walked in between many walls of light, and it was like opening my mind to a brand new dimension that feels both real and unreal at the same time. They even projected light onto the Sydney Opera House, which is a well-known and extremely large structure near the Harbour Bridge. Why is it a memorable place for you? It is simply because Sydney has done a good job in producing such impressive festival. I also had an unforgettable time with so much fun and many good memories with my family. Well, we spent time wandering around the city of Sydney and explore its wonderful attractions. Did you take photos of this place? Well, certainly. My family and I took thousands of pictures. We even ran out of space for the pictures and had to buy 2 more memory cards to store more of them. We also made many videos and then shared them with my relatives when we got home. What color is popular in your country for home decoration, and why? Well, I suppose it would be the color red or golden yellow. This is because traditionally we assign meanings to colors. Well, each color has a distinctive meaning and may bring luck or bad luck to the owner or wearer. Well, simply put, black means unfortunate and mystery or misery. So we often do not have dark-colored houses. Instead, we use red or golden yellow for many parts of our house to bring luck and wealth. You can often see the 2 colors in wedding and other celebration ceremonies as well, for the same reason. Is there a relation between the product's color and the commerce, and why? Well, I suppose that it has some significant effect on the sales of the product. As I've just explained before, it could either due to an element of belief or it could depend on the personal preference of people. For example, with modern technology, people would prefer devices which are grey or black or white, those 3 colours, just like what you can see with an iPhone or other smartphones and MP3 players on the market. Why do you think companies do not want the employees to wear bright clothes? Oh, this is a really hard question. I'm not entirely sure about this decision. I can only guess that it looks more formal to wear dark-colored clothes to work. It is similar to the type of image like children wearing colourful clothes, whereas adults prefer darker and more monotone pieces of clothing. And I assume that using dark-colored clothes can prevent people from being distracted from their work.